Hi everyone. Uh, it's Asif, and with me we have Joes and Roman, our team members. So today we will talk about uh, how can we master the art of reporting with our AI solution. So let me share my screen and let me present it officially. So first of all, let me introduce you about our team. So I'm acting as a Chief Operation Officer here at Unidoc. With me, we have Roman, who is acting as a project manager, and Josh, who is an AI and ML expert, right? We are together working at Unidoc as a team. So I would like you guys, Roman and Josh, to please take the lead and, let's take forward this webinar.
Mhm. Okay, thank you. Thank you for joining us today. I will be shortly explaining about our new product and what is it about. And after that, Jose, our IE software engineer, will tell you more and show the live demo and how the use case and how we use it, our new product on practically. So about the ReportAlly is our AI solution, and it's created to simplify and to speed up the process of the PDF and generate the PDF report. So this solution is right now it's mainly based for developers, and it's led them to speed up the process to create the skeleton, and it's also help you to impose like the based data into professionally structured, well formatted PDF reports. So the primary goal is to automate process of creating reports and also add some visual appealing and create visual appealing and informative PDF reports directly with the data and insert the data. The next slides, please. Yeah, and this you can see right now how the UI looks in the PDF, our ReportAlly. So everybody used to the ChatGPT, and we based our solution pretty similar the UI that help you generate your PDF report on demand. So you can type your prompt as on the ChatGPT as well, and this prompt help you to create and generate the PDF report, a PDF file, and this process is based on the step-by-step. On the next slide, Slick. Yeah, our general components looks like. It's our like the chart with our system, and it generates the PDF templates that you like the code, and this code can later compile into your PDF templates. And on the next slide, you can see that. Please, Asif.
Yep, sure.
Yeah. Um, in this screen, you will be able to progress of your creation. Like you can. It's one of the step when you can create the table and you insert your data into it. And on the next slide, you can see the like it's look in the whole. Yeah, it's a whole UI. And on this slide, the general content is first of all, you're chatting with the AI, and after that, it shape your results step by step. And exactly on this step, we trying to create the table. We pass some our own information, like and write, okay, they draw us a simple table with the information, whereas we pass our AI solution. On the next slide, it helps you understand that sometimes it's really hard to explain what visual elements you want to add or you want to create with some visual elements report. So you need some inspiration. And we also added a suggestion, and Jose will, on the live demo, it will be more visually understandable. When you click and you select any elements, you can see the preview. You can return to the previous, and you will see the preview of this element, and you can insert your own data, or you can select another element or insert another part. So probably the better to see it than just to tell it. So probably right now the Jose will share the screen and show you the step by step. And after that, probably we can like start in our QA session. Few words, Jose.
Perfect. Perfect. Thank you, Roman. I will share a screen right now, and we will do an overview of the platform that Roman and Isif presented. So let me share my screen.
Perfect.
Okay. Please, can you confirm if you are seeing my screen right now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, this is the main 𝗥𝗲𝗽𝗆 UI interface, and you will find a new section here called ReportAlly, and here is where our platform is, and this is what Roman just presented right now. As you can see, and as Roman mentioned, when you arrive here, you don't know initially, or more probably, you don't know what are you capable to generate from here. You can put a generic prompt and generate something like a header or any kind of component you have in mind, but we also provide this list of suggestions that we have here. This is the current size of the list, but we are constantly adding new suggestions to it. For instance, we have a summary that we can preview here. We have also a basic table that you can base your next generation in. And you have also this panel summary with a header and with a body. As our intent for this overview, this demo, is to generate a sales report. This could be kind of appropriate. Let's generate something with this to see how basically it works. Basically, we have selected these suggestions, and we want to draw this, but with our own data, and we could put a prompt like this one, something like create this pane, but with sales report as title and consumer references in the body. So once we hit enter, or we hit send, it will start generating this component, and you will see in a similar way to how GPT works. Let's see how it is being generated. And you will see here the real-time generation of the template that basically we are generating behind. Right now, as we will see in the next step, what we are returning is basically a generated final PDF. But as this is focused for developers, this will be also returned in the future, this template itself. So it can be not only generated from here, but modified by hand, because at the end, this is plain something similar to plain XML that can be also modified with parameters outside this platform or so. Okay, so once this is generated, we can hit compile. It's optional. We can compile the template into a PDF, or we can wait to generate more things, but we are choosing right now compile to see how it behaves and what is the result. So we are compiling here, and you will see immediately that here in this pane, the generated things are appearing. In this case, the generated template, where it says new, because it's the latest that you will see when I generate, and then I compile the next ones. You will see a list of them, so you can go backwards or frontwards. So you can do both two things here. To click here and load the preview with the results, but also, of course, you can directly download it. But this, for now, this is pretty simple. So you will see only this sales report as we kind of prompted, and consumer preferences for the body. Okay, so if you are not happy with the style, you can also prompt styles to modify your latest component. Something like change the color to red, change the color, something generic. our software will understand that you are wanting to change the style of your latest generated component, and you can do this as an iterative process and modify different things. And you will see once it's generated, once it's generated again, because it's changing different few parameters to make it look according to your prompt, you will see that the results are the expected, or if not are the expected, you can redo and write it again. Let's compile to see the results. And now you will see that we have here the previous one, generated template, that is not with the label of new. And we have here the new one with the label of new. Again, we can pre-visualize, we can preview, as you can see it's red, or we can download it. As we have written something very generic, because this is, I don't like this component that much, because we will generate another kind of header for our sales report. But as this was pretty generic, it has basically put red on everything, but we can be more specific. In any case, let's start drawing a more complete financial report, so we can use different data and we can see it in a more complete form. Okay, so we can do an undo right now to delete this component because we are not interested in this. We want a kind of more classical header. We click undo done successfully. It will appear here, and then we are starting to generate our final sales report. Okay, let's start with the header. Draw a header with sales, and let's unclick this because we don't want that suggestion. With sales report for let's use a smartphone sales data. It's a scaffold thing. The smartphone sales. Yeah. Draw a header. Yeah, we can say our header can be complete, can have a title and can have a subtitle, or if not, we can just select title. But in this case, we want a title and subtitle. So we will write in the title and annual sales report in the in the subheader, and this will generate a header once we hit enter. Okay, it will generate the full template for this header. As you can see, this is something, if you're familiar with Unidoc tools, this is a classical template for PDFs. And let's compile again to see the results. And yeah, we are starting to have more, but if we go to new, we will see the results here, and we can download it to see it directly. Okay, we have this, what we asked for, sales report for smartphone sales and annual sales report as subheader. But let's say that we want to modify the style for that, as we saw, without even selecting a suggestion, something like change, yes, let's change the font size. Change the font size on the title only. Change the font size on the title to 20 pixels or so. Let's put something like this. Okay, it will generate it again, but without generating the background data, so it will be faster. And then we can compile. Let's see if our results have been modified, have been applied with the styling. Okay, again, we have a new result. It looks like it's bigger, but let's kind of check it getting closer. This is our previous one, and this is our new one with 20 pixels of size for the title, as we saw, as we indicated. So, okay, what is the next thing that we could generate here? We could generate a general section that will explain what are the two topics that we are analyzing. Something like cited paragraphs. Draw two cited paragraphs. Okay, one will have one will have Apple data with Apple phones information better than data, and the other with Android phones information. This will be kind of a scaffold and kind of to fill information just to have a more complete template. But as we are using in the back, we are basing the solution on GPT model technology. this will pick generic GPT information. We could fill also this with our personal data, but let's do that in a more generic way for now. And this will start generating those cited paragraphs or whatever we specified there. Again, it will start generating. As this is containing different paragraphs, I can say that maybe it will last a little bit more to be generated because it's generating a bigger template. But yeah, something like that. We will see the result in a few seconds. Okay, it has ended. Right now it's generating the data behind. As we haven't specified the data, it's generating data for it, and then we will be able to compile again. I have to repeat that the compile is optional. You can compile at every step. It's completely optional, but we are compiling here at every step to see the results step by step. So let's compile right now to see those cited headers. We will see the results here. Okay, and it seems we have two cited headers. Let's see closer for those results. And as you can see, it's very generic. We have Apple phones overview with information about A15 Bionic, which is not the latest one, but is the data what with GPT has been trained with. This is something that we could fit with our personal data, but we had chosen this for the demo. And it's also showing the other cited paragraph that we indicated there. Okay, right now, let's go with something more complex, that is to play with data. And this is kind of the main relevant thing, because it's what the final user wants when he creates a sales report, that is to fill the tables with data, charts, etc. But let's start with the table. Let's create a table with the following data. And here comes the interesting thing. We can use data from almost any comprehensible format. Right now I have here a hint. I will use a JSON that I have prepared for this demo. That is basically a JSON with different numbers for this number of sales of iPhone and Android for every year. So we can see a table with that data. But CSV could be also used in order to fill that table and any other kinds of formats. It's a matter of prompting well. And if you don't like the results, undo and generate it again, like you will do with ChatGPT. But let's do it with this. I'm copying this data, and I'm indicating that I want to create a table with the following data. That is the instruction. Let's create it. Okay, and it will start to generate this table, the template for the table. And then we will modify the style of that table and play with it. But in the first term, I want to show you the results for that. I will use the same data for the next examples, so you can see what are the results. Okay. Okay, let's see the results of that basic table with our data and compare if our data is correct. We can see that we have a table here, but we can see it from closer. And if we go here, yeah, we find the data that we defined there, the year, the different data. Let's go, for instance, to the year 2021. If the data is actually that one, 400 and 232. Okay, 400 and 232 for Android, as you can see. So the data is good, but now we don't like the style of the table, and we want the first column, as is different from the rest, to be tinier, or the color to be different, and maybe more things. No, let's do a few styling prompts for that table, because can be also styled. Something like, okay, change the style of the header in that case to have green, something. Yeah, green is not nice, but let's use green background color. And let's see what it does. It will generate again, but without the data, so it will be faster. Okay. Let's compile and see the results. Again, as you can see, we are starting to have more files and more files. We have all of them here, so you could go back to the first one and check if you like it, that one and download that one. But we are still with the table. So it seems that it has changed the header to green. Let's see it again from closer. And yeah, the header is red, but still the table, it feels pretty generic. So let's do a more complex command, something like changing the width of the first column, and then to change the font size of the header, maybe something like that. Let's do that. Change the font size of the header to 12, for instance, because we have seen that 20 was too big, to 12, and make it, yeah, we will make it bold. Bold. And also we want the first column, and we want the first column to be less wider than the rest. Okay, this is our styling comment. We could add more things, we could add other things, but this is what we have chosen this time. Let's generate it. And again, we'll go to the same table that we had generated before. And yeah, if we are enough expressive, it will apply those styles. Of course, this is a product in constant improvement, so we will add more styling, more components, more things. But let's see how are the results right now with what we have. Okay. Okay, we have generated that. Let's compile again. We have generated another new file. And let's see it from closer. Okay, it seems that it has changed it. Maybe the font size was too big. We could do undo and change the font size and things like that. But it seems if we compare the previous one with the actual one, with the current one, we can see that that it has applied our styling. So okay, we are done with the table. Let's start with showing how we can draw charts. Something like a bar chart with that data, and then a line chart. Something like, okay, we want to draw a bar chart with the following data. And if I have copied that JSON, that previous JSON, the one that I have used for the table, which should be here. Yeah, and it is. And we are going to generate a chart. Those charts are based also on UniChart technology behind. So right now we have three. Let's start generating it, and in the meantime, I will talk. Okay, so we are basing our charting solution also, apart from the templates, on UniChart, and all of the options that UniChart have. If UniCharts in the future add more different charts, like could be a donut chart, but the donut chart is already there, I can say, but a different chart that is not currently there, it will be also available here. Right now we have bar charts, line charts, as we will see, stacked bar charts, donut charts, and pie charts. If I'm not mistaken, I could miss one. But yeah, just to summarize, we are using the charts that UniCharts have to generate this kind of component here that is basically prompted like any other chunk of template, but yeah, but it's internally it's a different thing.
So that's all, Jules, from your end?
Sir?
So
No,
that's
no,
all from your end?
just a few minutes. We are like generating the chart right now.
Yeah, generating it.
Just a few minutes, and we finished.
Yeah,
It's one more chart, and we show like most common used elements for generating reports. So we know it's a short time, but we want to show you all elements and to give this.
Yeah, correct. Okay, we have generated that chart with the template data that we had there, and if we preview, we will see here right now a bar chart, very unspecific because we didn't specify colors or anything like that. But as you can see, it also generated a chart with that data. We had data from 2019 to 2014, and as you can see, the data will be exactly the same as you can see there. And we can also draw things like line charts with that data that could be more appropriate for this kind of data, better than a bar chart maybe. But let's try it so you can see it. Draw a line chart with the following data. Also, this is not limited to write specifically what kind of a chart do you want to draw. It's also, you could ask for something more generic, like, okay, just draw a chart with this information and do the best you can with it. And it will behave like that. But also if we want to be more specific and, okay, make this data to fit this kind of visualization, this kind of chart, that is also possible, as you are saying here right now. Okay, so we have generated the line chart. It has taken a little bit less time because it's in terms of data, it's tinier. And let's compile it. Okay, and as you will see here right now, yeah, the data was too big for this page. You could so the line chart has been drawn in the other page, but as we can style, we can also kind of be specific with that. Something like align those two charts horizontally, and it will apply styles to charts. Okay, you have modifier charts style. We can compile right now, and we will see the results here. And as you can see, it has aligned both charts. You can see the final results. Yeah, numbers here are a little bit together, even with that amount of data, because bar chart is maybe not the appropriate thing for this kind of data, as it has to generate a label for each of those. That is why a line chart is more appropriate. In any case, the style can be modified. You could do undo and generate it again with another kind of styles. And you could do different things. And yeah, this is our sales report, something that, yeah, is an example with scaffold data and with pretty easy data. But this is what ReportAlly is capable of. I hope you liked the demo, the live demo, and thank you so much. This is it. If you want Roman to continue.
Yeah, we are like, right now we are ready for a question. If you have one, we likely to answer it.
Hi, I just had one question. Will this be made available as an API to use?
Not for now, but we are thinking on not at this moment, but we are thinking on returning the template by API, so it can be kind of generated also by API. Right now, of course, us internally, we are using an API to generate this, but this is not available for the public right now. If it is needed, if I'm not mistaken, with the rest of the team, it could be added for the users to be used.
Yeah, like even the prompt, send the prompt over the API and get the template back. Something like that would be very useful for us.
Yeah, I think so. I think so as well. Could be very useful to be generated automatically from somewhere externally, and it's a really good idea. But yeah, maybe in the future, but not at this moment.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
The next question in chat, Jose, like our integration in the ReportAlly, how it's integrated in our development environment. Can you like read it and answer?
If can be integrated in the development environment, not right now because a public API must be provided, but maybe in the future we can provide a public API, so it can be directly linked with the development environment. Could be the idea right now. This is a preliminary version of the product. I think the best thing we can do now is to open it and for you to be used. Give us feedback on it, and then if it is useful to be integrated in development process, an API should be exposed for it, so it can be used directly automatically from there. Like the previous question was, can be prompted automatically from the development process and things like that. But for sure, it's a great idea for the future. But this is the first version of ReportAlly, and has no available API to be integrated in other development processes.
How does ReportAlly ensure the professional formatting of PDF reports? Yeah, we working on this consistently. Like we add in the more suggestion, like to visually appeal, and we know that it's in some part it's hard to describe in Word, in prompt, that what exactly you want to, but you can like try a few prompts. Like you can, if you're not satisfied with the result, you can undo it and try, okay, change the style fonts, you can align some elements, you can add some additional I don't know, stuff and insert data to the table and so on. So we are like consistently working, and we know that it's be hard for the more professional reports, but we're consistently working on it. What about if you add details in the bar chart to a new card with the color? I identify the details and high labels under the bar chart. By the way, I got impressed with the product. Yeah, we try and we understand that you could use a different stuff, and you it's hard to in Word explain what exactly you want to, like the color identity, some ID details, like hide labels, change the positioning of the some elements on the like in your reports. Yeah, but you also can like copy elements. It's like for developer use, and you can like add styles by yourself, and this part can be like a scaffold. You can like, if you have done ideas, you can, okay, generate me something, and you can like copy and add some part of the code by yourself, like some details that this part is not like you describe in Word. Yeah, but we're working on this. Thank you. Very good question.
Just one other thing. At the moment, we can't add our own templates, right? We have to pick from the predefined set of templates.
We have like predefined some elements, not the whole templates. So we're working with this, like splitting into two parts. If the Jose can like share screen one more time and show this, you can like view this some part of the elements. We added like or something like that, and you can insert these elements. You can like see the preview of these elements on the right, and see it like what information, and from this element you can create your report, like from the header, like the body, and you can change the style for some of the element, and if you're satisfied with it, you can continue with next element, and step by step you can form and generate the whole report and download easily.
Yeah, it really looks great. Thanks for that.
Thank you.
Thank you for your question.
Perfect. So there's another question from Tobin. Joe, that's lovely. I mean, how you explain things. Just had one question, like what type of data sources can be integrated with ReportAlly for report generation?
Okay. Yeah, to that question, I think I can answer it. Literally the prompting that you do in ReportAlly is based on human natural language. So everything we have tried with JSONs, we have tried with CSV, we have tried with something more things separated just by slashes. It's just limited to everything that ChatGPT can do, but we have tried with our few sources, JSON, CSV, and things like that. We are not sure about the limits because it's based completely on human natural language, but those are the safe ones, as we can say, CSV and JSON, and maybe another kind of, if you separate things with slashes or with bullet points, it could also even work and be taken as input data. But it's completely based on human natural language as ChatGPT, as GPT interface.
Perfect. So I believe like that's all from. I mean, guys, if you have any other question, please let us know. Let's wrap up this webinar. So
Thank you.
let's just wait for 1 minute and let's see like if we have any other question.
Yeah, just sorry, one other very quick question, just to confirm
Yeah.
that you use the OpenAI APIs, isn't it? In the
Yeah,
backend?
we are basing our solution on the OpenAI API. This is it.
You can
Thanks.
like we can get information about the iPhone sales or something like with the from the Open API and insert in your report. You can insert your own data, or you can like use an Open API to insert some what you can find.
Yeah, but the thing about it's not just a wrapper, because the thing about ReportAlly is that it's using Unidoc references and data to generate things. It's not that it's generating the same thing that could do ChatGPT.
Oh, yeah,
It's
of course. I realized
simplified.
that. Yeah. So I've done a lot of training for a model, and yeah,
That's it.
it really looks great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Perfect. So I believe like that's all for this webinar so far. So thank you so much, guys, for taking out your time for joining this webinar. Really appreciate it. And in case if you have any other question, just let us know, right? Drop us an email in the contact us form that you can see on the Unidoc website, right? And furthermore, we have your emails, and we will send out the presentation that we created around this topic, through our newsletter. So again, once again, thank you so much for taking out your time for the presentation, for this webinar. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
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 Bye.